This is 4-3. You're going to identify and use corresponding parts. Number 4, you're going to complete each congruency statement by naming the corresponding angle or sides. Let's look at A. Okay, what we have here is already the statement telling us that triangle EFG is congruent to triangle MNL. So what is angle G congruent to? There's two ways to do this. All you have to do is, you see how this is in the third spot? This is also going to be in the third spot. So the answer here is angle L. Don't believe me? Just take a look. Do you see how there's 3 curves here? 1, 2, 3. It also matches with the 3 curves here. 1, 2, 3. There you go. Let's take a look. MN. MN is right here. Do you see how it passes the 1 mark line? That means it also has to pass through this 1 mark line of line FE. Don't believe me? Just take a look. Do you see how MN here is the first 2? The first 2. EF or FE is also the first 2 here. So there you go. Angle F is congruent to angle L. Line MN is congruent to line FE. Now let's take a look at B. Angle Y is congruent to what? Well, let's just take a look here. Angle Y is right here at the third spot, so it has to be angle M because that's also at the third spot. Okay. Let's see if that makes sense visually. Angle L here is 1, 2, 3. So here it's also 1, 2, 3. So that's correct. Let's look for line LK. LK is right here, which is the 1 mark. So it's also going to be the 1 mark. So LK. These two are congruent, and that is because due to the reflexive angle. Okay. So LK is right here, and LK is also right there. Okay. Now let's look at C. Angle E is congruent to what? Well, angle E here is in the second spot. So it's going to be congruent to the second spot here. It's corresponding to that. So angle I. Don't believe me? Let's take a look. Do you see how here it has 2 marks? So it's also going to be congruent to these 2 marks. Okay, so angle E with 2 marks is congruent to the angle I here that has 2 curves. Let's look at line FJ. FJ, so do you see how it's the third and first spot? So it's going to be the first and third spot here. So it has to be H and J. Don't believe me? Let's take a look. Okay, FJ is right here. FJ, do you see how it passes through 3 marks? So here for IJ, it has to pass through 3 marks. So it has to pass through this one, HJ. Okay, there you go, 3 marks. All right, so there you go. You can use either the image or the congruency statement to find its corresponding sides or angles.